My name is Carol Riley, and I'm telling my quilt story at a Community Quilt Day in Hazard, Kentucky. Today is Saturday, May the 27th, 2023. This quilt has been in my family for a little while. I have no idea where it came from other than my parents were missionaries. They moved from Lancaster, Pennsylvania to Kentucky, probably in the 1940s, late 1940s. And this probably came in what they would have called a missionary barrel, because we would receive items of clothing and quilts. I do know I slept under this quilt many, many years. That's the extent that I know of this quilt. I assume it came from Lancaster, Pennsylvania. I asked the quilt expert, and she confirmed that it's probably some Amish quilting. My grandparents were raised Amish, and my parents were raised Mennonite. And so a lot of this fabric would have come from an Amish community of some kind. And the reason I say that is because of the dark colors that are here. I love the fact that my family was going to dispose of this quilt. And I'm like, no, it's not going to happen. I love the back of it because I thought, well, that's not really Amish colors, but they were allowed to use some bright colors when they decorated and when they did their quilts. So a lot of the Amish quilts will see that. But I love how this is done. There's no rhyme or reason to the blocks. You can't really tell. I assume it was done in strips and then sewn together. I do know it was machine quilted, and it does need some work done on it. I love the colors. I love it because I slept under it as a child, and it now is in my possession. I do know, I think this is a piece of polyester fabric. I have no idea. That's all I know of this quilt, and the fact that I love it. I am going to try to do some rework done on the binding that needs to be done. And of course it was knotted, but that's all I have to say about this quilt.